Let's talk about justice. Are you talking about my mom? Has she unlocked some cheat codes? Subtitles. Dad, do you find this funny? After all, I'm your son. When I got home, Arthur raided the fridge like a hungry raccoon. Maybe the cold fridge is warmer than this harsh world. To investigate Wayne's words, Arthur decided to test his luck at the hospital. He browsed Mom's medical records, a truth reveal. But it's crazier than TV. Turns out she not only had delusions, but wasn't even my biological mom. What a rich family reunion, huh? Your son was drowned by an electronic browser in your room, with bugs and secrets crawling inside. I've never heard him cry. He was always a little devil demanding happiness. At this moment, Arthur finally understood why Mom named him Happy. It was a darkly humorous game. It seems the only warmth is also a joke. That night, Arthur was a drenched chicken in the rain. He stumbled into neighbor Sophie's house, hoping for comfort, but Sophie yelped like she saw a ghost. "What are you doing?" Sophie nervously pleaded he not hurt himself, her baby girl sleeping next door. But she didn't even know him. It was all Arthur's self-delusion play. He approached his mom's bed and finally voiced his feelings. "I'm not happy. It's just like my very life force has been sucked away. I once thought my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's just a joke." Then, Arthur downstairs, he released his mom's breath, saying goodbye to this world. Wave goodbye to nice Arthur. The evil clown rose from the ashes. Back home, he changed into a flashy suit, rehearsing his ring toss on the couch. At that moment, he found a youthful photo of his mom, stunning, no sign of craziness. The back of the photo had some strange handwriting, definitely not from Mom's pen. Arthur suddenly recalled his mom's injuries in records. Why would the Wayne family hire a madman as a maid? At that moment, the clown's mind started to boil. She couldn't tell which one was the truth. Just then, the doorbell rang urgently. It was her former colleague, the little person. He came to express condolences for her mom, and the fat guy just wanted to clear his name from the subway murder case. "I want to know what you just said." "Make sure our stories line up. Looking at you, you're my sunshine." Before the fat guy could finish, the clown delivered a fatal blow to him. Once she tamed kindness, now she showed no mercy. Then she walked up to the little person and said, "Aren't you my biggest fan?" letting him go. Then she strutted down the hallway. Just as the elevator slowly closed, the clown was ready to show off. The craziest dance in film history was about to commence. It was Oscar-worthy and a visual feast. The clown's dance steps were suppressed yet liberating. She used to tame goodness. Now she chose to dance with. After the performance, she walked into Murray's talk show with an air of confidence. "Can you introduce me as the wacky comedian? That's what you called me on the show, remember?" While waiting, Murray casually roasted Arthur on air, while he simply stared coldly at the screen. Before going on stage, Arthur twisted under the staff's odd gazes, as if enjoying the moment before the curtain raised. As the music played, he transformed into a dancer, joyfully stepping onto the stage. As soon as he came on stage, he gave the audience an 8-second long nostalgia clip. Then Murray asked him to tell a joke. So he opened his diary and found that line, "I just hope my death is more meaningful than my life." Turns out his grand performance was to commit suicide under everyone's spotlight to raise awareness. But his performance was heartlessly interrupted by Murray, and Arthur was determined to come clean. Subtitles. He admitted that he was indeed the perpetrator of the subway murder case, yet Murray treated it as if it were merely a joke. On the subtitles, Murray questioned him as to why he had taken such an action, whereas he thought there was absolutely no necessity to resort to murder. However, the show was unfortunately abruptly cut off. Arthur was taken to a police car, and through the window he saw flames shooting up outside. Groups of clowns were rampaging down the street, venting their anger and frustration. Turns out the clowns' words had ignited the long-simmering fire in the city. At that very moment, an ambulance came roaring in, surprisingly driven by the clowns. When Arthur regained consciousness, the clowns cheered for him, and he danced among their support, painting a smile with his blood. From then on, he became the true clown of the city, and then Arthur was seen in a mental hospital.